right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another PinBuilder update. This one I tried to get out sooner. I was going to put it out last week, but unfortunately I ran into some challenges, but it is ready now, and I think you're going to dig it. So first of all, shout out to a few people that I appreciate out there, who are Antar, Shiva, Graham, and Max. 4 guys who are really into the game and giving me lots of good feedback, and I really appreciate that, you guys, so thank you so much. So this update includes some of your feedback. So first of all, this is not your feedback, but this is just something I wanted to do because the plunger was a little bit too coarse of movement, so I have made it a little bit finer. And at some point, I might actually put in just some sort of a scalar value in the settings so that you can adjust that scale-wise or something. I don't know. But anyways, you can use the mouse wheel like this to roll it back and forth, and then the left button on the mouse to fire the plunger, or you can use page down and page up to move it back and forth, and you can use the enter key to hit it like that. And if you want, you can change those here under controls. You can change that up if you like. And actually, I don't think I do have that in there, do I? Page up and page down, I do not see. But you can still change the shoot ball key if you want to. So anyways, that is that. Also, Max, I have fixed these. Now you see the actual keys in there instead of the VR controller options, which I am currently working on a VR controller section that looks like this, and that'll be here, and that'll come in a future update. So keep your eyes out for that. Also, I want to show you now that I've changed this yet again. The load table option is no more, and that is simply because we have this select table option here. So this shows you all of the tables in your save games folder, which if you go to settings is right there. So if you drop table files into this folder, they will show up as long as they're named correctly. They'll show up right here. So that is what that is showing. No more need to put something typed in. Also, you're going to notice this component collections. And what is that, you say? Hey. You guys were asking for a way to merge tables and components and things like that. And I did some thinking on that. I love the idea. And so this is the solution I came up with. And I think you guys will like it. So first of all, let's just open up a component collection. And before I do that, I want to point out that in order for component collections to appear in this dropdown and another dropdown in edit mode, you must prefix them with CO underscore. So just put CO underscore and then the name of the component collection. So I'm going to open this one up and show it to you. And these always open up in edit mode. You can toggle into play mode if you want to, but they're just going to sit right here. So let's see. This is just a component collection. It does not include cabinet, display, or back glass, or any of that stuff. All right, so it's only the stuff on the playfield, any of this stuff here. It does not include apron colors. It doesn't include this thing here. So if you want your own custom aprons and you put these pieces on there for those will be part of a component collection. So you could create custom aprons and have your own series of custom aprons and just load those by themselves if you want. So you would just save as, and then you'd say maybe something like component collection, apron 1 or apron standard or whatever you want to call it. So that is the idea. Now what does get saved is all of this and all of your logic. So if we turn logic on, you can see we have all this logic right here, and all the logic settings for each logic controller are in there. And what I'll do now is also want to show you that this is orange when you're in a component collection, and if you try to merge it with itself, it won't work. So you can't do that. And we can move one of those, and you can see there's just the one. So you can't merge a collection into itself. You would have to save it as a different name. And this will be orange only if you're in collection editing mode. That just helps you identify what mode you're in currently. So let's go back here, and I'm just going to open this one. And by the way, this is for version 4.5.28. So here we have a table that has just some basic stuff. We could change the color. You know, we can do whatever we want, right? So we can just set this all up however we want to. You know, just trying to make it different to show you that when we go in and we do a merge collection, you'll see that it just pops in what I was just showing you in the CO test collection. And that is going to include all of the logic. As you can see, all the logic is there. All the details for the controllers are there. There's no cabinet stuff that would get imported even if you saved it. Now you can change all this up in a component collection, but it's not going to import to the table. So that's as simple as I could make it. And I think it's a really great way to do it, because then you can name these however you want. If you're noticing that you have a long list of collections, I will probably stretch this out a little bit and add a filter for this so that it can filter out for you, because I can see how that would get really long. In fact, I'll just go ahead and do that in the next update. I'll include a filter for that. So that is one of the big, magnificent parts of the update here. And if we save this now and we go tab over into play mode, you'll see that, ta-da, there it is. It's all set. It's all ready. None of the cabinet stuff gets imported when you do a collection merge. It's only table objects. So it's only the stuff that you see in the component object list down here. So only these items are going to get imported or saved with the collection. And again, if you want to get rid of all that stuff, just hit that and clear, and you're back to just a clear table. And that only deletes the stuff on the table. It won't change anything. Oh, that's interesting. Where's our... Well, that's strange. It won't change any of the cabinet stuff. That is a weird bug. Okay, let's see what happens if we just go back and open that again. Did that just fizzle off the face of the earth? That is so weird. I do not understand why that would happen. That is so strange. Did that happen because I used clear? It sure did. What the heck? Okay, that's odd. All right, bug. I will have to figure that one out. Oh, that's so funny. All right, well, it doesn't affect your table, though. It just, for some reason, hides it. So just keep that in mind. I guess it does clear the whole cabinet away. That's funny. Sometimes bugs just make me laugh. Anyways, all right. So as you can see, you can do that. You can merge collections. So you could merge it twice. You don't want to do that because it's going to create issues. See, it changed the color to give you like a warning that, hey, you just screwed something up, buddy. You cannot undo a merge collection as far as I can tell. No, you can't do that. So in that case, you're kind of going to need to just go back here and reload. Yeah. Anyways, so if you do clear the table with this and that disappears, don't worry. It's not really going to affect your table. It's just a visual thing, and I will fix that. All right, so let's see. What else do we have that is... Oh, I added a new logic controller type per Andar's request. And so if we go into logic mode and add, the new type is play sound. So this is just going to play a sound. You don't need anything else. All you need to do is have something in there. Let's go sound 1. And we'll put a switch right here. And we're going to link that switch to S1. We're going to save it and go over here to play mode. Press T to start. Whoops, I probably hit that too soon. Press T to start a game, and as you can see, it plays the sound. So that's all that does. Just plays a sound. So you can trigger that with a switch. You can trigger that with another logic controller, etc., etc., etc. So there you go. You can do that now. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, these teleporters. So let me show you this. So most of the time in this particular update, I spent, let me delete these actually. I'm going to talk about that. But I spent on the merge collection feature. So this other stuff was stuff I was going to do quickly and get it over with because it was things I wanted to change. And there's not much. In fact, this is the last thing in this update that I have to show you. So it's just not a whole heck of a lot. This still needs some work, but I do want to show you how this works. So this over here in the right corner is the teleporter, and it spawns both a teleporter and a ball spawner location. And so if you move this, say here, and this over here, you don't need to put a velocity on that. And as far as rotation goes, it's only going to keep the ball's current direction going. So I'll show you what that means in a second. So this rotation currently, it doesn't matter. I'm looking at a way to override that, which is going to likely be, if you have this set to anything higher than 0, then it will shoot the ball in the direction of the arrow. But if you have this set on 0, it will provide the same speed and direction that the ball was going when it hits this teleporter. No effects are going to happen. No sounds are going to happen. It's just going to go from here to there currently using the same direction and velocity. So let me get that out of the way and we'll save this. And you'll see that when it hits the location of that teleporter, it'll teleport to the... Oh, wait, no, you know what? It's not going to this time because I forgot to do something. I forgot to set this to teleporter type. Teleport location, you have to set it to. Now, that's another thing that I plan to do is automatically set that to be teleport location. I'm sorry, I was planning to do that before this update came out, but I'm going to go ahead and roll this out and I'll fix this because I don't think too many people are using this just yet. So, but you do have to have that set to teleport location. Now, if you have 2 ball spawners set to that, it'll randomly pick one. But if there's only one, it's just going to go to the one. So let's save that and go back. And we're going to fire it up, pull it back. And as you can see, it went fast because the ball was going fast. And there it goes slower. So we could put, let's see, let's do something here. Could put this up here and put one of these up here, a little offset, or maybe not. And put one of these guys up there. And it'll fire out just ahead of that. And it'll bounce around. Let's give it a lot of bounce. And let's save that and see what happens. All right, let's do a little bit harder, faster. There. All right, so you see there are no sounds because there's no logic controller set up for sound. If you want to, If you want to have a specific sound when the ball drains, I would just suggest go ahead and put a, some kind of switch right down here. And you could even put it right, I would put it right up here. I wouldn't put it in the trough because then it might just keep triggering it. But you could put it, let's see what happens. I haven't even tried it right there. So if we do that and let's just use this one. Oops. I'm too fast for my own good. All right. Put that there. Let's change this to annihilated, I guess. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of these sounds, actually. All right. So let's see. I should have done it harder. It would have gone down the drain faster.
Annihilated.
So you could use that setup for having a ball drain sound. If you want a sound to play when the ball's down there. Okay, so what else? That's about it, I guess. I mean, there's nothing else new in this update. This is just a really quick update. I'm trying to jump back into getting updates out more regularly and quicker so that you guys can, just keep getting the update feed going. Again, if you don't want this, you just go to here on Cabinet Editor, which you can press that or press the 2 key, and you can turn that off if you want. Now, if you do that, though, let's just take a quick look because there's going to be a problem. If you just do that and nothing else, what's going to happen is going to be kind of weird. So the ball it does have a normal spawn location, but you have to put one of those initial ball spawners in for anything to really happen. So it's going to do that, and then it's just going to sit there because it's not sure what to do now. It's like, okay, well, that's great. So in order to get that to function, you got to put in one of these guys here, and that will spawn the ball wherever you want. In fact, you could even put it right here and have it spawn right there with, like, say, a small kick power. It doesn't have to be much. I mean, in fact, you could put it right here. But see, the key is that this is also a collider, so that you kind of have to have that set up in a spot where you want the ball to kick from. So if we put this here, it's going to work like that. So I'm just doing this just to kind of remind you guys how this thing works and what we can use. You can use any kind of collidable stuff, like these are good. You can put one of these here and maybe pull that out like that, and we could put another one over here. It doesn't have to be anything special. It's just got to be able to collect the ball right there. And then if you set this up to kind of kick it that direction, let's go. Actually, one may be too much. I think, whoa, that's not what I wanted. 0.5. Let's see what that does. So I'm just trying to kind of give you an idea of this because it's a new feature, and I feel like sometimes for my own benefit, it's helpful. Oh.
Annihilated.
See, that's one reason you might not want that to... you might not want this switch underneath to be where it can get rolled on more than once. So let's see. If we do that, and no, I didn't set it up yet. I am working on getting this set up so that the items that are like these ramps and stuff that are customizable will duplicate exactly in the same layout. But it's a little bit challenging, let's say. So this might be best placed here so that it only gets rolled over one time. And then we'll just do that like so. And let's see what that does. This is really ugly. It's just slapping it together, just see what it looks like, you know, how it works and stuff. I would not make a game that ugly, hopefully. There. Yeah. Oops, I should have done that faster, but that's okay.
Annihilated.
So, as you can see, that works pretty nicely. So yeah, so that's how that kind of stuff works. And let's see, what else? Anything else? I don't know. As you can see, getting great frame rates. Frame rates are king when it comes to gaming. And, you know, even without the lumen stuff, this looks freaking awesome, I think. And in some ways, it looks better, actually. Like this chrome and stainless steel stuff looks really great, I think. I'm proud of that. I think it looks good. Also, here's an old feature. I'm not sure if anybody remembers, but you don't have to stick with just the same old plunger style. If you go here, you can go to plunger type. We have the classic Bally one, which is metal, which is this kind of pokey looking type. You can go to the metal Williams style, which is rounded. You can do a spherical chrome ball if you want to. You can go to the Bally plastic style or the spherical plastic. Actually, I think that's a Williams plastic style. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see, a spherical lit one. So you can change the color of that if you want. You can make these different colors. And that's true only for the lit one, but you can change the plastic color there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This was what I wanted. And by the way, yes, I am going to make it so that you can change the button colors too. They will probably be grouped as a group of button colors, or maybe they could just be grouped to this color. I don't know. I think they should be separate. But anyways, there's also this skull one, which is really kind of cool. I like that one. So there's that. And of course, you can change the display type to the electromechanical ones. Very simple to do. And all that. So that's just that stuff. Now, if you decide you don't want to do this custom control setup under there, then you should probably, and you want to go back to the standard apron, you should delete all that other stuff that I just added because it's already automatically handled. You would just want to delete all this stuff here. Not necessarily this button, but, you know, that and these rails or walls or whatever you want to call them. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I should point out while I'm in here and doing a video for you guys. There's really nothing that I haven't already gone over in previous videos. Yeah, let's see. I guess too, I mean, I'll show you this. This is kind of cool. If you want to, you can use these lights. These are for use over the insert cards to make them look like they're lit from below. But you can use these. Press V and the grabber will disappear. This box. But you can use these to light up spaces. So if you put in a few of them, you know, you can get a glow over something if you wanted to. That looks kind of neat. They don't cast shadows, so they're really efficient. So you could probably put quite a few in there and not lose too much frame rate at all. In fact, let's see if I just duplicate this. Let's try 10 times. I'm still getting really good frame rates. It's dropped maybe 5 at the most. If that, I mean, it's still really good. So that's just duplicating that a ton of times. And as you can see, it's pretty bright. But there are no reflections or anything. That's just a basic light. I wouldn't recommend placing these all over your playfield. They're just not really meant for that. But they do look kind of cool. They're just very dim. You know, you can't even hardly see them if the lights are on. But that's, you know, that's something you can use. Oh, and I should say too that if you hold down the caps lock key, you can move these up and down. So let's see if that changes it a little bit and makes it a little brighter, but not really much. Can't grab them without our thing there, but anyway. So, you know, just kind of showing you some oddball stuff you could do. These are, of course, the credit light. I don't know how much light they emit. Let's see if we put one up here. I'll put it by that ball. Yeah, these don't really do a whole lot in terms of lighting. So that actually, you know, you could use these as special lights, like there. You know, that's kind of cool. Oops, wrong button. And it does have a weird kind of effect because it's a rectangular. It's called a rectangle light, and that kind of does give a cool effect. So you could figure out some weird ways to use that probably. So you could use that under there. Let's select something else. So you could use those like that. But the thing is those are credit lights. So they're actually only going to show if you have credits on the game. So when we go to, let's see, I'll save it. So if we go to play mode and dim the lights, if you have credits on up here on your game, then this light is on. If you don't, and that's 0 credits, then this light is off. That's just a standard in the industry. So that's what that is. But these lights are always on. And let's see, where did I use them? I used them on Heavy Gunner, I believe. Let's see, on the updated version of it. Yeah, so here you can see they're meant to just make that look like the cards are illuminated a little bit, which I think is kind of cool. Looks good. Looks better than not having them illuminated. So, all right, you guys. Well, that's all that I have for you today. And this update is available currently. If you're seeing this video, the update is live. And all you got to do is restart Steam, and it'll download the update for you. And keep on keeping those ideas and thoughts and stuff flowing into the Steam forums. I will check those again in about a day. I'm actually going to take a day off tomorrow and just do some other things for a while because I've been doing this straight now for well over a week and had no breaks really. So anyways, really love you guys. You're important to me, and I'm thrilled to have you on this journey with me. So let's keep making this game better, and who knows what will become of it. Yay! All right. Have a good night, everyone, or good day, good afternoon, good morning. See you later.